Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we will continue exploring the DC Absolute Universe, moving forward with the second release, Absolute Wonder Woman: The Last Amazon. This issue is written by Kelly Thompson, an Eisner Award winner for her work on Hawkeye, and features artist Hayden Sherman, whose dynamic style really suits the character. Plus, Wonder Woman has a bit of a metal-inspired new look that I personally loved. Before we dive in, I want to clarify that while I'm quite familiar with Batman's lore and have read various comics of his, Wonder Woman is a character I'm less acquainted with. I've watched some of her audiovisual content and read a few of her comics, but I'm not as well versed in his backstory. So if I overlook a connection to her lore or miss a reference, that's why. So in this story we start off in Gateway City, where a mysterious floating island suddenly appears. From this island, some mythical Greek monsters have begun to descend into the city, causing destruction. And then a skeletal Pegasus with a feathered wings appear, carrying a figure clad in armor with a massive sword, who begins slaying these creatures. And we saw a journalist that is covering the scene remarks that a saber has arrived, only to be corrected. The saber is actually a female, Wonder Woman, now in her new red and black armor adorned with red tattoos, emerges using her bracelets, some magic and her sword to battle the monster. This introduction leads to a split-page spread announcing Absolute Wonder Woman: The Last Amazon, the first part of 5-issue series that we will be having and covering here in this channel. We then dive in flashbacks presented in a legendary, almost mythic style. The art evokes to ancient Greek illustrations, visually reminding us of classic mythology. Here we see the island of Hell, where Circe, the sorceress, is imprisoned. Suddenly, the sun itself appears, Apollo, with a package for her, a baby. He explains that it is the princess of Themyscira, the last Amazon, given that the other ones have been imprisoned for eternity. She is banned from ever using the word Amazon again, which in the comic is magistral, represented as the word is crossed out whenever she tries to say it. At first, Circe doesn't want to take care of the baby, but when a monster tries to attack her, Diana defends herself without problem, showing Circe that it could be interesting to raise her. Circe then embarrasses her role as the child's mother, and we witness some beautiful split page developing how Diana grows, learns and plays among the monsters, while Circe makes the cave they live in a suitable place to stay. And we are back in Gateway City. Diana advised soldiers to evacuate, warning them that fight has only begun. Just then, a towering 40-meter kaiju named Harbinger Prime emerges, and Diana faces him, asserting herself as the protector of this realm. A fierce battle starts with Diana and her skeleton Pegasus unleashing their full might. Harbinger Prime's imposing power pushes Diana to her limits, but she counters with a surprising magical maneuver, reflecting his attack with her iconic bracelets. And it's then, when Diana is down, when we return to the island. Diana asks Circe about the Forbidden World. When Diana finally utters Amazon, Circe reveals that Amazons are destined to protect the mortal world from ancient monsters, a truth that Diana takes to heart. This revelation gives her the strength to face Harbinger in Gateway City once more, reminding herself she is an Amazon. And then, the issue concludes with a dynamic showdown as Diana fights Harbinger. This comic feels shorter and less dense than Absolute Batman, using more split pages and larger images, which makes for a faster-paced, more dynamic read. Even with this streamlined approach, it doesn't sacrifice depth. It still delivers a rich portrait of Wonder Woman's character and a backstory that I found truly engaging. I'm particularly fascinated by the decision to make Circe Diana's mom in this version. It's an unexpected twist that adds complexity, and I can't help but wonder how this will impact Diana's journey. Why did Apollo and Zeus banish the word Amazon and send Diana to hell? And what did the Amazons do in the past for Apollo and Zeus do that? Now, these questions linger as powerful motivators, keeping me hooked for the next issues. Visually, Sherman's artwork is outstanding. He brings a fresh, metal-inspired touch to Wonder Woman while still representing her iconic design. In this universe, Diana's armor feels dark, rebellious, and infused with her hellish background, replacing Themyscira classic Greek elegance with something bold and untamed. Each visual element, from the monstrous being she faces to Circe's own portrayal, adds a layer to the story and complements its darker tone beautifully. And by the way, I loved Diana's sword, like it fits to her very well. So Absolute Wonder Woman carries forward to the refreshing approach we saw with Absolute Batman, reimagining the characters and their origins in bold new ways. The twist of making Circe Wonder Woman's mother, Diana's upbringing in Hell, and the lore around the Forbidden World Amazon all bring rich, intriguing layers to her story. It's a powerful take that deepens our understanding of Wonder Woman's character while adding a darker, mythic dimension to her journey. Overall, Absolute Wonder Woman continues to reinvent and expand the DC Universe, drawing us further into the captivating alternate world. I'm really excited to see where this Absolute series will take Wonder Woman next and how her story will evolve. And I'm also very interested in all that this universe will give to us. And if you are interested as well, I will have an upcoming review of Absolute Superman, which I'm halfway through reading. If that review is already posted by the time you're watching this, don't miss it. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.